Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm in a truly historic hotel here in Aswan. The old Cataract Hotel was built in the early 1900s and has hosted stars of TV and film, and most famously Agatha Christie stayed here. It's been described as the most beautiful and of course one of the oldest hotels in all of Upper Egypt. I've checked in for one night, so let's go have a look around. The hotel is timeless. It's really beautiful. Just looking at the front entrance as you come in and you see this classic car. Is that a Rolls Royce? No, it's a Fiat. Look at that though. All the seats have been reupholstered in here. I wonder if it still works. Now, one thing they didn't tell me online or even when I've checked in, but I've just noticed this, but they're doing some building work. In fact, they're upgrading the majority of the rooms. I'm lucky enough to still stay in the old part of the hotel. There's like a new tower, newish tower, over the other side where work's being done, because recently the hotel has just been sold to the Mandarin Oriental Group, and I think it's going to be completely redone and reopened back up in 2027. But anyway, hopefully that won't spoil my stay too much. My room isn't ready yet, so we're going to take a look around the hotel, take a look at the pool before we go and check out my room. Come on. This is really like stepping back in time. All these are rooms. Look at the grand entrances they've got. I mean, look at the handles. There's a lot of antique furniture around. I'd heard about this restaurant. It's not open. Oh, that is such a shame. Now, if some of this looks a little bit familiar to you, especially if you're from England, this hotel was built by Thomas Cook back in 1900. What's that? Is that an old phone box? Look at that, the Cataract team, 1913, all the staff. And then again in 2023. Doesn't seem to be as many staff as there once was. Look at that lift. Still got a business centre. So many fireplaces in here. You can hear the building work going on. Wow, look at this old fireplace. Interesting chairs. Look at that. The dark mahogany wood everywhere. Now, when I checked in, they didn't tell me they were doing building work, but they're redoing that tower apparently at the moment. That's what you can hear with all the noise. But the gardens, they are so beautiful. Let's go and check out the pool. This is nice. An infinity pool overlooking the Nile. So I believe the hotel's being changed over to a Mandarin hotel. Look at the view though, over the Nile. That's what makes this hotel and the location so special. Wow, look at that. Let's go and take a look at the jetty, because you can arrive at the hotel from this side on the Nile. This would be nice to come at sunset, have a look in the Nile, having a glass of wine. There's a mini amphitheatre here where they do shows. I think they do them mostly in the winter though. Alright, let's head to my room then. And it is right next to Winston Churchill's room. This is my room. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I like to choose the best rooms so I can really showcase the hotel. Unfortunately, the Agatha Christie suite was booked, so was the Royal Suite, and actually it was flipping expensive. I can't remember how much, but it was well over, I think, £4,000. Yeah. So this room was a little bit cheaper. I will come to the price at the end. It still has an amazing Nile view. It has a beautiful balcony. Let me show you around. The Arabian lighting on the floor is very nice. And look at the chandelier above the bed. I've never seen a chandelier quite like that before. The linen over the bed, very Egyptian. And that is what you call, I guess that would be an American super king. Is that what they call it? That is huge. It's lovely furniture in here, and this rug is just gorgeous. All the wood around, I mean, it's timeless, yet a little bit modern. Very 90s with these lampshades, I tell you that. But look, branding's on point, even on the leather wallet for the remote. And I understand why some people don't like to pull this back, because the first thing they see is not the most pleasant, but there's a nice little black curly hair there. As I came in, this was an area to get tea and coffee. Does not look like that's been used very often. Loads of wardrobe space. And we've got a mini bar, pretty basic one. There's some Pringles, a bottle of red wine, some soft drinks, all that are extra. Let me show you to the goodies that I've got. There's fresh fruit. There's some Egyptian sweets, and in Egypt, yep, you can smoke in the rooms. So I've got some complimentary matches, an ashtray, more treats over here. What's this? Some chocolates in there, beautiful flowers. Let me show you into the bathroom. Look how it's framed. Look at that, the detailing on it, and all this marble. Wow. Look at that. The gold on the taps, even around the sink. You got to give it to the hotels when they get it right with the branding, just on the towels. I mean, all perfectly out at front. And then this is the toilet with, of course, more gold. Love these tiles. Interesting L-shape shower. I mean, at a push, 9 people can get in there. The balcony. Are you ready for this view? Overlooking the Nile. The sun sets over there, so this will be the perfect place to come and have sundowners. There are quite a few people in the hotel, but of course they're not all crazy to be out here in the midday sun. Actually, it's 2 o'clock. There would have been 2 restaurants here, but obviously one of them's closed, so it's just the one restaurant for dinner tonight, and I think it's going to be the same restaurant where we have breakfast as well. You do get complimentary water, which is good. All right, if you're going abroad this summer, there's one thing you need to do before you jump on that aircraft, and that's sort out your mobile data when you arrive. I always use Saily, which is an eSIM app that lets you connect abroad without having to use a physical, expensive SIM card. All you need to do is download the Saily app, you choose your country where you're traveling to, pick the data plan that suits you, and install the eSIM before you leave. Then once you arrive, you connect to the local network, and then you're online. It's particularly useful when you've just landed, you need to pick up an Uber, you need to find out where your hotel is, you need to get some information from your emails, rather than wandering around the airport trying to get a decent Wi-Fi. Saily has plans in over 190 countries, including regional and global plans. And if you're visiting more than one destination, Saily can also use additional security features such as web protection and malicious ad blocking. You can get 15% off Saily data plans. All you need to do is head to saily.com/Tim. I'll leave the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code which is on the screen now. So it's 8 o'clock, it is still like 38 degrees, it is still roasting hot. It's not going to stop me having a drink outside and enjoying the sunset, so let's go grab a drink and dinner. Reminds me of the movie Death on the Nile, and the old version of that film was actually shot here. Old these stairs are. I decided to use the stairs rather than the lift because that old creak that you get. The hotel is not that quiet, there's quite a few people here, but I think a lot of them ate early for some reason. When I was getting ready, there was a lot of people eating already. Wow, it looks really nice at sunset with all the lights on. Well, either side of me there's an AC unit. This is the only table that doesn't have one. Whew. And it is quite warm. Look at the plates. This is 1902 on it. Thank you.
Some nuts if you just.
Let's have a look at the menu. Discover the refined spirit of the Mediterranean, the terrace, where elegant cuisine meets rich Nubian heritage. Mezza de Star, Nubia dishes, pasta, there's fish, Agatha Christie indulgence. That's afternoon tea. So I'm going to go for the 2 courses. I'm going to start off with some feta and watermelon, and then I'm going to go for the local fish, which is grilled Nile perch fillet, and it's supposed to be really nice, direct from the Nile. Feta cheese and watermelon, it really does work. There's some thyme on there, some mint. It's really good. That smells amazing. Some capers on there as well. Wow, look how that breaks apart. Let's give this a try. Whether it's the capers, I don't know, but that's saltier than I thought it would be. It's so succulent though. The skin on it is really crispy. I can see why the Egyptians have been eating that fish for hundreds of years, because it tasted really good. Anyway, I'm off to bed. I'll see you in the morning for breakfast. Night night. Scrambled eggs, poached eggs, and eggs Florentine. Anti-aging juice. Might get one of those. I'm gonna try the detox actually. There's cereal, and there is a small section for local Egyptian breakfast. I think that's mashed up beans. Or is that the beans? Oh, that's the beans. Quite sure what that is, doesn't say. Egyptian pie. There's quite a small selection, it's not that massive. Do you know what? I love it when a hotel gets the branding right. The branding, the logo was everywhere, including on the tea set.
For breakfast, I went for the Eggs Benedict, which was pretty nice. Even though my time was brief, this really is a luxurious Egyptian hotel. This is how much it cost me for one night. Is it worth it though? The grounds, the pool, I think the view of the Nile is what commands the price for this hotel. As I said, the hotel is in the process of being changed over at the moment. I still hope they keep the heart and the soul of the original old cataract. Last night's food, although fairly expensive, was really nice. Paid around about £78 for last night's dinner. If you like Egypt and you fancy seeing a hotel that looks over the pyramids, you definitely have to click the video now. Please make sure you give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.